We have 3 second derivative examples to look at. In this video, I'm going to go over the first one. That is y equals negative e raised to the negative 5x squared power. So let's get started with the first derivative. Y prime is, you write that term exactly the same with e raised to the negative 5x squared. Exactly the same, but what are we going to multiply this by? We're going to multiply this by the derivative of the exponent, okay? So we're really using the chain rule here, guys. So ddx of negative 5x squared. So we're finding the derivative of negative 5x squared, and we're going to multiply that to this e to the negative 5x squared. So what's that going to be? The blue term, this will give us negative 10, isn't it? That is simply negative 10x. Okay, negative 10x. Now we're done with the first derivative, but they want us to find the second derivative. So now we now need to take the derivative of this, which is a product, as you can see. We're multiplying the red by the blue. So I'm going to go ahead and set up the product rule work up here. Product rule. So F, the first piece of this product is e to the negative 5x squared. Now that's the original function that we took the derivative of. So if we are finding f prime, it is just going to be that first derivative. Okay, that makes it easy. E to the negative 5x squared times negative 10x. Okay? G is the second piece, the blue piece right here. G is negative 10x. That means G prime is simply negative 10. So I got everything labeled. I am now ready to do the product rule. So y double prime is, let's do first times the derivative of the second. First times e to the negative 5x squared, the derivative of the second, which is negative 10. Negative 10 plus sign. And then what do? We do second times negative 10x times the derivative of the first, which is slightly longer. But let me put that over here. I'll put e to the negative 5x squared in its own parenthesis so that we can see we should be able to factor that out. Now, I was going to just factor this e term out, but if you look closely, not only they have that as a common factor, what else do they have? We can factor out negative 10 too, don't you think? I can factor out this negative 10 and this negative 10. Okay? So what I will have is y double prime equals negative 10, I'll write that first, e to the negative 5x squared. So I'm factoring out that gray boxed and circle terms from each. So what's left? I mean, if you look at this first part, everything got factored out, right? Both of them came out. So I'm only going to have one left. 1 plus, now what's left over here? I have to be very careful. So ignore the gray boxed and circle piece. I have x left. I have negative x squared left, negative 10x left. If I multiply x times negative 10x, I will get negative 10x squared. Ignore the gray. Gray, I pulled it out already. So I'm looking at this. I have a plus and minus sign next to each other. So how about I just change that to a minus, okay? And that's it. That's where I will stop. And I was looking at this to see if I can simplify any further, but that looks like it. So, let me try to make this a little bit smaller. I wonder if there's guys, but I'm done. You can stop watching. I'm gonna go ahead and make this pretty, I want everything to be pretty. I wish you are here with me so that I can ask you, do you guys have any questions? And you can come up with some great questions, but you're not here with me. So I am done with this problem. I will be back with the other second derivative problems very soon, okay?